Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh yeah. We're live on Facebook, and this is the Southeast Tennessee Prep Hoops Podcast. It's a podcast, right, TB?
It's a podcast. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but we're doing these first ones live. I'm Josh Templeton. That's Tommy Brown. We got a good show for you today. Tommy, who we got?
Well, we got Zach Carpenter coming on here at 7:15, hopefully. And I guess he could kind of serve as our legend of the game too, in technically.
Yeah, he's
And
a
then
legend over there.
we have Bradley, he's Bradley Central's head coach. Then we have Jax Abernathy and Dee Reid. Jax is able to get on here today. So we had Steve Fitzgerald coming as our legend of the game, but he bailed on me about 5 minutes ago. So he will never be welcomed back on as a legend of the game. And Randy Smith, what?
Does that mean I get to be the legend tonight?
No, we're gonna let's roll with Zach. So
dang.
But Randy Smith wanted to apologize to everybody because he fell asleep last week during the show, and he was he was supposed to get on. So he fell asleep while we were talking and never woke up till, like 10 o'clock. And he texted me and said he was sorry. So I feel like that was encouraging that he said he fell asleep during the show as he was listening to us. So
for sure. I mean, we're here for everybody's convenience. You can watch it anytime on YouTube. Check it out. Send your friends and let them see
get that 5-star review, subscribe. Yeah. Spotify. We're putting it on Spotify too. So tell us about the games tell us about the games you've seen lately.
I watched Macaulay and Notre Dame last night, and the big boy from Macaulay makes a huge difference.
So that was our game of the week, but Cole McCormick being hurt for Notre Dame. I mean,
that's the big breaking news that happened at the Jamboree. Cole McCormick, broken wrist. He's out six weeks or so. Said it could be mid-December, could be January, early January, but he should be back for district play. And what that does, a kid like him being hurt that carries so much of the load, is those other kids have no choice but to get better now. Yeah. And you watch, they will. Jonathan will have them rolling at the right time when Cole gets plugged back in.
So they took it on the chin then pretty good last night to Macaulay.
They took it on the chin.
Where was that game?
Well. That was at Macaulay.
It's at Macaulay.
Yeah, I mean the size differential. Macaulay just killed him on the glass. Chime was
that big guy's good, huh?
Yeah, he's real good on offensive glass. He was going hard last night, and Caleb Gallman, he probably hit 5 threes. The guy that came from Heritage, the transfer from Heritage, he's a big difference maker for them too. So Parker had a good game as well. Yeah.
So Macaulay stock up. Obviously Notre Dame with injuries. I mean that makes it tough. So Walker Valley beat Loudon, bless their hearts. I mean, so I don't know how much we learned about Walker Valley from that game. Let's see. Tyner beat East Hamilton, right?
Yeah, Tyner beat East Hamilton big. They saw a couple of plays from that game. They look pretty good. Can't wait to see them play. We got to get EJ on this thing. I need to.
Yeah. So tell us about the Jamboree last week. You saw a lot of people last week.
Yeah.
So we're sleeping on CCS apparently, right?
We're sleeping on CCS for sure. They got explosive guard play. And CCS definitely has a good argument about not being in the top 10 right now. And that could change. It could change very soon. Red Bank and Chat Prep both look really good. I thought both those teams, they're athletic. Chat Prep's young, Red Bank's old. And that was a dynamic game. 15 minutes.
How does that? Oh, they play how long? 18, 15?
They played 15 minutes, and it was like 26-24 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where was that being held? It was at CCS, right? The crowd looked great. I saw some video from that. It looked like a great crowd.
For the Jamboree. It was. I mean, it was. I had to stand in a corner and just hang out. Macaulay played Silverdale. Both teams look good. Silverdale's huge this year. Their guards are big.
What is Brett like? What is Brett's like? I mean, he's 6'5", right? I mean, what is he? He's perimeter.
He's every bit of 6'5".
I mean, he's a perimeter player too. So
who else a 2? I mean, I think Brett's a 2 in college for sure, but he's a good lengthy, rangy 2. I think Trevecca got a good one there.
What is who else does Silverdale have right now? You said they've got some more size.
Kennedy Okpara, he's 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". Can shoot the three, bouncy. He's a real good player. And Macaulay has Chime listed at 6'7". He's got to be taller than that. The kid's big. Yeah. Silverdale, Houston, grew like another 3 inches. That was their one of their 2 guards from last year, and he's like 6'5" now. So he's a big kid. So they go pretty big across the front.
So the Bucks went up and beat McMinn last night with a very young
Bucks beat McMinn. Yeah. I mean, sorry everybody for McMinn to celebrate. I just like a lot of those kids on that team.
The Frazier kid had 35 for McMinn, but Boyd won. I mean, they didn't have several football guys. They're of course playing in the semis, and so who
big win?
Who scored for them for Boyd Buchanan? I saw where Hudson
a new guy
Jones.
I haven't heard of. Asa Fortuna. I must have let him in scoring.
Who is that? So he's new then. Where did he come from?
I don't know. He's a new student at Boyd. So Hudson Jones, big sophomore, coming in and dropping 14. Big shout out to Huddy.
That's great. And then good for him. And then Gardenhauer did well, obviously.
Yeah, Eli Buckets Gardenhauer did exactly what you expect him to do, which is get buckets. I know these guys pretty well, so I like to talk about them.
Yeah, that's an impressive win going up to McMinn, and
it is.
And without all those football guys too. Let me tell you, that Frazier kid is really good. Like he's really good. And I guess they lost a bunch of other kids, but still though, that kid is as good a player. He was a sophomore. He's a junior now. He's just really good. So that's a great win, especially without
Boyd's Noah Reed at point. That's another one. And
he played. Did he play?
Or
did he play football?
Yeah, he plays. He started point, and then the big kid Caleb Hardaway is a sophomore. He's one to watch.
How did he do? How did he score?
He had 12. He had 12. And
how big is he now? He was
every bit of 6'6" last time I saw him in the spring. So I don't know, but he plays big though. He plays bigger than 6'6". He's got great footwork in the post. He likes to bang. He's not afraid of the contact and defends the rim. So I mean, he's one that people need to watch. I mean, even at 6'6", he can spread you out and shoot the three. So he's a great. If he didn't grow anymore, he'd be a great D2
small
prospect.
college guy, or D2 guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, how
didn't say it since those D2 guys don't ever like 6'6" guys that can shoot the three.
Telling you, yeah, I mean, and then the transfer portal's been such a game changer too. And all this thing, but that kid looks the part that he would get.
This is the last class that it's really going to mess up, isn't it? The extra COVID year.
This is it. This is the last transfer portal. Well, I mean, I say that the last COVID.
Transfer portal is going to be every year.
Yeah, that's every year. I mean, I guess in a sense, a kid could redshirt this year and still have an extra year, but there'll be fewer and fewer kids out there having that 6th year, so or 5th year. Yeah, so this will be the end of it. So who else did you see last? Who else was in that jamboree that you saw? Did you see East Hamilton? They weren't in it, were they? Or
no, I saw Red Bank and Chat Prep, Macaulay and Silverdale and CCS.
Who is and so next week we got a couple big tournaments. We got so it's gonna be hard to, with all these Thanksgiving tournaments, it'd be hard to have a game of the week. The Silverdale tournament has Walker Valley and Bradley in it, and they've got Silverdale. A lot of
a bunch of good games.
And then Notre Dame's got a big tournament. Who all do they have? They've got a bunch of good teams coming over there. So
I think Red Bank's playing them in the first round of their tournament.
Maybe so. I think Red Bank is.
Red Bank is going to be at Notre Dame next week.
Yeah, I did a clinic with Christian Heritage today. I was really impressed with those guys. Really impressed. And I mean, we didn't do anything on the court, but we just did the warrior culture stuff, and they are big, man. Those guys, they got some big, strong dudes. I mean, they they look good.
Really?
They really, yeah. They've got some. Tyler was telling me they've got this sophomore they think is going to be really good and interesting. Their team uh they've got some great bloodlines there. With the Plavic, the sub. He could be a legend of the game. His son plays on Christian
Cash
Heritage.
hair.
Is it Josh or Josh's son who plays with them?
I think it's Josh's son. Yeah, it's Josh's son.
What's the other hair's name? This would be a question
Justin?
for Zach. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, I think it is Josh's. And Josh one of them played at Belmont, one of them played at Sanford. This is the one that played at Sanford. Yeah. Anyway, he's on their team. So just a bunch of great. And then of course Jax's dad played with me at Covenant, and they had somebody else's dad could be the legend of the game today. So anyway, so those tournaments, you're gonna Walker Valley's in those next week. So I will definitely
I'll be running around to some places
trying to hit that one.
Tommy, you got to see Chat Prep.
Tell me about Chat Prep.
You got to see them. Single A, they're a problem. They're deep. They run, they're deep, and their big kids real good. But their guards are strong. Like they get in the paint, they hit a bunch of probably hit 3 threes, and they got speed.
What year or what? Tell me what Chat Prep is exactly. I mean, I know it's a new charter school, right?
Charter school, and they started with 6th graders, and those 6th graders are now juniors.
So they don't even have a senior class. So it's kind of like arts and sciences was back in the day, right? When
Arts and Sciences is a magnet school. You have to you get in a lottery, and you have to be one of the people picked. And I don't think athletics has anything to do with whether you get picked in the lottery, but it can pull from any school zone.
So what's the difference between a charter school and a magnet school? Excuse my ignorance.
I don't know.
Maybe someone could tell us that on.
I really thought about making something up right there on the spot.
You could have, and I would have bought in if you'd have.
I would have got you, but somebody in the comments would have been like, "Yeah, right, whatever."
A charter school and a magnet school, they might be the same thing. We could Google it. If we
a charter school, it's a public school for sure.
Well, they're both public. A charter and a magnet. Magnet's public. Private. So I don't know. Yeah, I tell you, that's another interesting thing. Let's keep it on basketball. I got some negative feedback from my spouse last week that I was way off topic, and no one wants to listen to me just ramble on about rambling topics. So
you're really worried about
negative feedback.
That's not negative feedback. That's positive feedback. You got to feed the positive dog, TB.
No. There was nothing positive about her body language when she communicated her feedback on our podcast. There was nothing positive about it. Nothing at all. So anyway,
that's a shame.
It is. Yeah. 2 claps.
I'm sure she'll enjoy today, and she'll enjoy the interviews.
No, she's not. She'll never listen again. Like, she turned it off like 5 minutes into it. So I'm not. It's fine. I'll take the feedback. I'll do better. We'll move on, and she'll never listen again. So it's fine. Whatever. The only way she will listen is if one of the kids gets on. Then she would listen to that piece of it, I think. So anyway,
there we go. Well, at least you got that going for you. We'll have to get one of them on then.
So
I don't know how you pick between twins.
Yeah, well, Tucker would be amazing. I thought about getting him on here tonight. I mean, he'll be funny. He goes
both on.
So we're at Belmont. So my oldest stepson Blake's playing at Belmont last night. They're playing for Barry. They're playing Belmont, and so after the game, Tucker, we're just hanging out talking to Blake on the floor. Tucker goes up to this Missouri Valley Conference, TV guy. He just walks up to him and says, "Hey, so who do you think the best player in the Missouri Valley is?" And this guy's talking 2 or 3 other, people. And Tucker goes, "The best player in the Missouri Valley is Jacoby Wood, and you know it." And he just walks away. So Jacoby had played at Belmont, and then it transferred to State. So I'm like, it was really, I didn't know whether.
So where did he transfer to?
So Jacoby, who is also a legend in the game, be great to get on here. Jacoby played at, he went to Belmont, and then he transferred to Murray State.
Okay, I didn't know he went to Murray.
And both of them have moved up to the Missouri Valley from the Atlantics or the OVC, I guess they were both in. And so they moved up to the Missouri Valley, which is a big jump. So those dudes are big. Those Belmont guys, they're talented. They're good.
But, how about those Boston Celtics guys are a little bigger and talented, and you go to a Boston game?
Yeah, so I got to sit on the fifth row of a Boston Celtics game, and I was in shock at how big those dudes are and how fast they are. It is truly amazing how big. Like Jason Tatum, you're talking about the kid from Boyd that's 6'6" and pretty chiseled. You know, he's built pretty good. So Jason Tatum is 2 inches taller than him and is a 2 guard. So just keep that in mind. Or I mean, it just
he's a pretty good player.
It is incredible how big they are and how fast they are and athletic. It was shocking to me. I mean, I hadn't been to an NBA game in a long time, but I don't know that I've ever sat that close, and just to see them up close, it was, you know, like Grady Dick, who played for Kansas, looked so small. He's
like 6'8", isn't he?
He's 6'8", but literally he looked like a little boy out there because he's so thin and just, I mean, it was pretty powerful. Well, let me text Zach. Go ahead.
That level jump, like even from, like, if you're watching the Thunder and the Warriors last night, and then you go back to watching the Kansas Kentucky game or the Duke Michigan State game, and it's amazing how many more mistakes are made and how much sloppier the game is. I hate to say that, but
hey, so really did you see the whole controversy on, would a WNBA team beat a really good high school basketball team? Did you see all that?
No, I've stayed out of that. I heard there's a bet on it.
Yeah, there is $1 million. Zach, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
It looks like you're in your car there.
Yeah. Practice went a little over today.
Practice went a little over. Yeah, I was trying to we've got Dee Reid coming on hopefully in a little bit, and he was ghost on me for a while, so I figured you guys might have got after it there, and Jim Smitty a little longer than than you were planning. So, well, it's good to have you anyway, man. How you doing?
Yeah. It's good to be here, man. I'm good. How about yourself?
We're good. Hey, so technically you are the legend of the game too. So we have a legend of the game every week. So you not only are going to talk about Bradley Central, but you're going to serve as our legend of the game this week as well. So we had Steve Fitzgerald was supposed to be on here, but he bailed on us. So I was like, Zach can be the legend. Josh was asking to be the legend, but I figured we'd go with you. So
Josh, right, if you want to be the legend, man, by all means.
I wanted it so bad, but I didn't get the nod.
So Zach, when you were helping me at Lee, did you Josh, you weren't there. That was the year before you got there, right?
I think so.
It was a year. Yeah, it was a year before you got there.
So it was my first, So, but anyway, all right. So Zach, what year did you graduate from Bradley, and which one of the Hares did you play with?
I graduated in 2000 with Josh.
With Josh, and Josh is Josh's son goes to Christian Heritage, right? Or is that?
Yes.
Okay. And Josh played at Samford, right?
He did. He went to Appy State for a year and then transferred to Samford.
Okay, gotcha. So speaking, I definitely, you're on here obviously talk about your team, but who is the like we've been talking about who are some of the best players in the area and in the history of, Bradley County, Hamilton County, and Power 5 guys. So the Hare brothers were really good. You know who we have not mentioned?
Vincent Yarborough and Dale Baker.
Vincent Yarborough, Dale Baker, Russell Ware.
Yeah, but those guys are older though. Vincent Yarborough is my age, just about.
I played against him in high school.
No, Vincent Yarborough.
Yeah,
yes,
I saw him play.
He's that young.
Yeah, I played against him. He was a senior my sophomore year.
Wow.
Wasn't that the year that CJ Black shattered the backboard?
I think that was the year before.
Oh, the sub-state
Yeah, CJ
game.
Black and Harris Walker on the same team.
Yeah, that was a great team.
Those were some good. That's
so you
when
played
Bradley
in the ship.
Yeah, y'all got beat in
championship game.
Who beat y'all in that state championship?
White Station. White Station got us.
And who did White Station have? Didn't they have an NBA guy?
Robert Ernest Shelton. Ernest Shelton ended up at Alabama. I think Kyle Buggs went to Louisiana and Lafayette, maybe. Dane Bradshaw that played at Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. That's who it was. Yeah.
Robert O'Kelly was before them. That was him and Tony Harris.
Yes.
So one of the things Josh and I have talked about is how basketball in the area is great, but there aren't that many Power 5 guys that have come out of the area in the last 20 years. You know, maybe even, let's say 25 let's say 20 years since maybe you have been out of college. And we were even trying to think of them. And we came up with, there was one kid that went to UConn. Philip Jurek went to Tennessee. And I guess,
Terrence
that is who we forgot about, Josh.
Yeah.
That is who we forgot about. And I was going to say that to Zach. He graduated, what was he, like 2000 and?
I think he was like 06, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I think you're right. I think he was my first year at Lee. And I remember a couple people said, this guy's not, Power 5. He's not good enough to play at Clemson. Well, I went and watched them play Walker Valley or Cleveland or somebody, and he jumped like 4 feet off the floor to shoot a jump shot. And I said, I think he's good enough. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah. I mean,
he went up there and produced.
Yes, he did. I mean, he may be the last one that is in the Southeast Tennessee area that has played power. Can you think of anybody else a ton of mid-major guys, but Power 5?
Not offhand.
That's what I'm saying. But you look at football where you are, y'all have 7 on your football team. I mean, however many, I'm not even exaggerating that much. And so, anyway, all right. So Zach, you play at Bradley, you're a star there. Y'all lose in the state championship. You play for Josh's favorite coach of all time, Lenny Acuff. And then you get into the coaching route. You go to, you hang around me for a year. Then you go, you're a junior college assistant. And then you end up then you go back to Tennessee Tech. You're at UT Martin as a full-time assistant. Where else were you a full-time assistant?
I went to junior college for 9 years.
That's
I
right.
had started my 10th year. I was at Indian Hills. For my 10th year of junior college, was there for about 4 months, and got the call from UT Martin, and made that jump to Division I.
That is incredible that you stayed at the junior college level for 10 years, because those years are long years. All right, so what did you love about it? I memean, the whole team turns over every year. I mean, it is a long. I guess it's kind of like
that's a lot. You get to meet a lot of people.
You do. You know, your network grows, especially if you got players. I was fortunate enough to be in some really good situations and work for some great guys. I was able to meet a lot of people. Just the hunger that those guys had every day, because everybody's competing not only for minutes, they're competing for scholarships as well. Yeah. And finding ways to get those guys to buy in and gel as a team while keeping that competitive edge was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You say
you deal with some stuff there, though. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You
say it's fun, but man, the whole turning it over every year and the whole, the worrying about academic stuff. And, my 1 year in the women's side, Zach, at Illinois, when I made that, we never talked about academics, not once. And I said, hey, do we ever worry about classes or anything? What? I mean, they had no clue what that even meant. So, yeah.
I was at John A. Logan for 6 years. Yeah. And we kind of got into a routine there with how academics were ran. And it, like, after year 2, like, it wasn't near as much work or trying to figure things out. I knew what teachers to, put the guys with, because I was also their academic advisor as well. So I signed them up for class. I knew where they should be, what teachers they should be with, and knew where they were supposed to be at. And I just take a walk, checking classes, and they did a good job of getting there.
And
those guys had their backs against the wall academically, so they were trying to make it out, and they handled it.
And you also worked for the greatest academic advisor coordinator of all time in John Meeks, who
if you ever want to know how to do something, give Meeks a call.
Literally, there's people. He could have started a consulting firm for college coaches on online, all the things. He knew exactly what someone would. It was absolutely incredible. The encyclopedia.
Nobody can get him eligible. He needs 27 hours in 9 days.
Yes.
John Meeks like, I got
Call
it.
Call John Meeks. He can figure it out. Yeah. So.
Yep.
All right. So this is year 2 for the Bear. Or is it 2 or 3?
Year 3.
Year 3. Man, where does time go?
It's gotta be nice to come back home. Does it feel kind of full circle for you?
It does. When I was here in high school, I couldn't wait to get out. And then I left for 21 years, and to be able to come back home and work where I went to school at, that first year was kind of weird, walking through the halls, like going in, doing all that. But it's great being back home and being able to see mom and dad regularly and see my sister and my nieces. I'm enjoying it. I love it.
How old is your little girl now? You still just have one child, right? Or you
still got one. She'll be 2 in March.
Wow. I'm sure Mama Cherry and Daddy Larry, they kind of love having her around.
Oh yeah.
Man.
They love having her around, and she especially Dad. We go over there, it's Papa as soon as we walk in the door.
I bet.
I can see that.
Oh, I bet. I want grandkids, Zach. I'm ready, but I don't know if I don't know of anybody that's ever going to happen with my 4 stepkids and 3 children. I mean, it seems like it's never. I'm ready for grandkids, Josh.
I waited until I was 39, so
that's right. Yeah, time. You did. Thank goodness for your sisters, and I know Cherry was worried about you there for about 10 or 12 years, finding a good.
Yeah, they didn't think I was ever going to get married.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's talk about this year's team. So you got a lot of guys coming back. You were picked to win the district. So I mean, obviously you lost a couple of guys, but expectations are pretty good, pretty big for you guys, right? And the way they refigured the districts, that is crazy. So who is on your side? You got Howard,
Ottawa, and East Hamilton and us are in one, and then Cleveland, Walker Valley, McMinn, and Ray County are on the other side.
But you'll obviously play them. What now? You're
Ray County. That's like on the other side.
Dang, yeah, but who are they going to play? Yeah, I mean, there's no easy way to
Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess they just did it. Who knows what they were deciding?
Because we were the southernmost school, we got put in with Chattanooga, and Ray County, I guess being more north, got put in with McMinn and Cleveland and Walker Valley. Is what I was told.
You're still playing. Are you playing everybody twice? I mean, obviously you'll play Walker Valley and Cleveland twice.
Not Ray County, but we're playing everybody else twice.
Who else do you guys have? Y'all are in that Silverdale tournament next week, right?
We are. We open up with Bell Buckle Monday over there. We actually got Silverdale tomorrow night as our home opener.
Oh wow.
And then depending on win or lose, who we play the following night.
Who did y'all play last night?
No,
So tomorrow night
will be our first one.
So you play
y'all
Silverdale.
Stream them games, Zach?
We do. We have the Bear Network.
The Bear
Network. You can find it through Facebook and YouTube.
Do you have to join the NFHS? So you play Silverdale at home tomorrow night?
We do.
Wow. There's not an excuse for me not to go to that, I don't think. Probably should get on over to that. That'd be good. See old Brett Wright play. They're good. I mean,
in on the Bear Network.
Yeah. That should be a really good game. That's 2 top 10 teams playing.
Yeah.
In the
it'll be good. He does a good job. He's got some good players. Brett's good. Kennedy gave us 20 and 20 last year.
Did he?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got their 3 got a lot bigger. He's like 6'5" now. It's Houston Holland, I think is his name.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be a good matchup for us.
Josh can give you a scouting report. He saw him in the. Of course, we here at Southeast Prep Tennessee Hoops are unbiased on who we want to win. We're just trying to promote the brand of everybody around
completely.
Here, so. Yeah, definitely. That should be a good game, though. So you've got Dee Reid, who's going to be on here in a little bit. You've got Romarion. What year's Romarion? Is he a junior?
He's a junior. Yep.
And let's see who you got.
Jackson Aries back.
Yeah, Jackson Aries. Yeah, I mean, how tall Jackson Aries? He's 7'4" right now, or how tall is he?
He's grown a little bit. He's pushing 6'8" now.
Yeah. Now I hear there's rumor of some big guy you guys got, some new guy from somewhere.
We got a transfer from Bell Buckle. Tyrese Stovall, about 6'7", long, athletic.
Wow.
So
how many football guys?
Really good.
Yeah. How many
I got six varsity JV or 6 varsity footballers still.
And they're not going to be, I mean, we would assume they're not going to be around till after Thanksgiving, right? I mean, we would assume that.
Yeah.
So
I hope they're not. You know, I hope Bradley goes on and wins the title this year.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously the best chance.
Stay healthy.
Any team.
Yeah.
So who are all the football players? Jay Allen, I guess he may play, and who else you got there?
No, Jay's not playing this year. We got Caleb Martin, the quarterback. He's going to play. AJ and Rodney Williams.
Caleb Martin's probably good. He's a tough kid too, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he's tough. We got Jarius Rogers, Demarius Ballard. Tyrese plays football as well, but he is playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then we got Antonio Butts still playing, and Tyler Cook still playing. So I got 8 total in the program still playing football. So.
That's a lot, man. That is a lot. And then you got to try to work those guys in and all the things that go on with that. So how is I mean, Boo Carter, what's the update? Is he playing basketball? I've heard it all at my house, you know. I mean, is he going to Tennessee? I mean, second semester, or where are we at? I mean,
he's going to be up in Knoxville after Christmas.
I think he would make a difference for y'all, Zach, as you do as well.
I think he would too.
He's trying to go to the league, DB.
I still have an open jersey, so.
I would think so. I mean, you only get one high school career is what I'd tell Boo, you know. So you get up there and, you know, spring practice for UT or playing make a state run. Golly, he's pretty special. I watched him, Josh. Well, I think Zach, I was watching Boyd CCS, and Boo was like in 4th grade, and he was really good, you know, playing varsity basketball or whatever. And whatever age he was pretty special. So
I tell you what was fun was when he was at CCS, was watching him and Brody Johnston go at it. People don't realize Brody Johnston is a professional,
a high major baseball player, good player.
Yeah, he's signed with Vandy.
That'll probably be a major league baseball player against an NFL guy.
Yeah. And them two dudes playing basketball against each other was epic.
Oh,
it was like throw skill out the window, and they just started it was physical. They both seemed like they loved it.
Well,
yeah. No, Boo could definitely help us, and if he decides he wants to hang around,
I would keep that jersey too, Zach. There's no doubt I would have one for him, no doubt. So so what else on the Bradley Central Bears can we expect this year? Any what do you feel like your team's strengths are? And, you know, obviously, I mean, last year I saw y'all 2 or 3 times, and I really felt like I knew the team frustrated you from a toughness standpoint. And I know you wanted them to be tougher. I just know it from watching them and looking and knowing you, so that you just wanted to, you know, they didn't really represent how tough you were as a player and you as a coach want to be. So, you know, I definitely see this year's, I'm sure that's been a big emphasis for you guys. So
it has, that's what I tell my guys every year. Like, listen, as long as you go out there and compete, if you make mistakes, I can live with it.
Yeah.
But you better compete while you make a mistake. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem with it, and we're going to have to get you out of there. And that's been one of the things, over the last, trying to develop the culture and the mindset. And we've come a long way, and we still got a long way to go in that area. But no, I got great kids. They're working hard. They do work hard. And I think this year some of our strengths are going to be our speed and athleticism.
Yeah, no doubt. And Romarian, I mean, you got 2 or 3 guys that are college players, I think, at least, so
you got depth, it seems, too.
Yeah.
This I think this is the deepest team we've had since I've been here. We can run guys in and out, and I think we can cause some problems, wreak a little havoc on the defensive end with our athleticism. That's my vision anyway. We'll see if it comes to fruition, starting tomorrow. But
and obviously you guys always play a tough schedule. And what do you guys have over Christmas? You guys go anywhere, play anywhere? What are you guys doing then?
We're going down to Pensacola and playing in that Innisfree hotels shootout at Pensacola Beach.
Is that the same thing Walker Valley's in?
Fun.
Y'all in the same thing?
Yeah. Yep.
So hopefully y'all won't end up playing each other 9 times this year, I guess.
No, they put us in 2 different divisions. So they sent the schedule out the other day.
That's good. So
that's smart. Well, go to Florida for Christmas.
Yeah, Walker Valley's going down there too. So anyway, they're both.
We're gonna go hang out on the beach for a few days.
There's big money up here in Bradley County, Josh. It's not like that stuff at Boyd where you guys. So anyway, Coach Reuter.
Hey, look, we haven't really gone on a trip since I've been here, so I was like, well, I'm taking them somewhere this year.
Coach Reuter's got that reverse Title IX stuff going on. Whatever the girls team get, all that money they got.
Hey, we need to get what the girls team gets.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, Zach, brother, good luck to you, man. We're expecting big things. I know, I think the you guys in Walker Valley both are in the region. That'll be you guys. I mean, obviously, who knows what Cleveland's got? Haven't been able to get a good read on them. We'll figure that out. But Walker Valley's awfully good. You guys are really, really good. And Will says you guys are better than them. And so anyway, my stepsons say they're better than you. So we'll see what happens with that.
It should be fun this year.
Yeah, really. Zach, I
can't wait to keep track of this.
I can't
wait to watch just as an observer and just watch this action play out.
Yeah, I'm just a stepdad. So, I tell you Zach, I was telling last week we had who'd we have on? We had Cash Coates and we had Parker Robinson from McCallie. I said, you guys are part of such great rivalries. I said, it's not like that everywhere in high school basketball. There's not a Bradley Cleveland rivalry everywhere or a Bradley Walker Valley game where you play in front of 3,000 people and it's just nuts. I mean, that is incredible, that.
No, it's awesome.
That it really is. It's
a lot of guys don't play in any of those games in college. Especially
no
small
doubt.
college.
Very true.
Playing empty gyms on the road every game.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
I guarantee you,
the Division I level too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So
our crowds at Bradley were better than the ones that we played in front of at UT Martin. I can promise you that.
100%. Same thing.
I don't doubt that for one second.
No doubt. So. Well, brother, we appreciate you. And, obviously, those of you out there, prayers for Zach's dad. He's been battling like crazy, battling cancer. And, he's in our prayers and thoughts. And, there's a lot of people rooting for him. So, give him our best.
Coach, we love him.
I will.
So, all right, brother.
I will. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Okay. We'll see you soon, buddy. Take care, man.
See you. Bye.
Jax is in the house.
All right. Next up, we got Jax Abernathy and hopefully Dee Reid right there. Jax, you muted there? You good?
Y'all hear me?
We got you loud and clear. Dee, are you there? Dee is iPhone 7. I'm thinking there is who he is. If he is
connecting to audio, so I think we might have. There he is.
Dee, what's up, man? Where you at? You in Bradley's gym? Dee is confused by the situation. So Jax, you at home right now? Did you get home?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, so what'd your team do today? I hear like that you had an incredible speaker.
That was just what. All right, I got it.
Life-changing stuff. So anyway, hey, Dee, we don't allow I was going to use your dad's line, Josh, and we don't allow
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, Dee's a Georgia Bulldog fan.
Sorry, I can forgive him for that. I cannot forgive him if he had a Michigan shirt on.
Bandwagon. Dee, can you speak so we know that you're actually here? Talk to us, Dee. Can you hear us? I think you're on mute, Dee. Yeah, we cannot hear you. Yep, gotta hit that mute button. So Dee Reid from Bradley Central High School and Jax Abernathy from Christian Heritage. Jax did we vote him preseason player of the year or Cole McCormick? It was down to or Brett Wright.
We didn't have a preseason player of the year vote, TB. We argued about it.
We argued. I was going to vote you, Jax, but Josh was not. He did not want to vote you as player of the year. Dee,
that's a lie.
Dee, can you talk? Are you good?
Lie.
We still can't hear you, Dee. Say, is your volume up? Dee, I know you've used Zoom before.
There it is.
There you go. All right, keep talking,
right.
Dee.
I think. Do you have it pulled up on Facebook Live?
No, I have. I clicked the link.
Okay, no, there we go. Now
there
we got him.
There you go, Dee. All right, so Dee, do you and Jax know each other? Have y'all ever played against each other?
Played against them at Lee.
At Lee? Huh. Yeah, So these are two of the best players in the area. So Dee, you guys open up tomorrow night against Silverdale, huh?
Yes, sir.
Josh says Silverdale is a heavy favorite in that game. I'm not sure on that.
I didn't say that. All right. Tommy likes to just make stuff up and make stuff that I say. So like Jax, the one thing I did say is I'm glad I don't have to game plan a scouting report and deal with you on it this year. That's one thing that I said. So, that was annoying.
So Josh, today I asked Steve, I'm at Christian Heritage, and so Tyler Watkins, who is Christian Heritage's coach, is the all-time leading scorer at Christian Heritage, and Jax has no chance to catch him because Tyler played 60 games a year, and he played varsity.
And he also would play against teams who wore sweatpants.
Yeah. And he played varsity when he
tell him I said that.
He played varsity. He played varsity when he was in second grade. So anyway, so Jax. So I asked Coach Irwin, who's their assistant, longtime CCS head great guy. I said, so who's better, Jax or Tyler? And so Coach Irwin starts going into every stat both of them have ever had. And I said,
of course.
So I said, hey, hang on, guys. And I told the team, I said, I've seen them both live. Jax is a lot better. So anyway,
we're just gonna go there.
It's not. All right. So Dee, tell us about the strengths of Bradley Central this year. Coach, we just had Coach Carpenter on. Tell us what your strengths are as a team.
I feel like we're more athletic than people, and I feel like we have a good relationship on the court, and that matters a lot.
Dee, you are a good guy. Dee's at our house a lot. He's good friends with my twins. Which one of the twins do you like better, by the way? Do what? You're not gonna say it? You don't know?
He does this to everybody, D.
Dee, which one of my twins do you like better? You're not gonna say?
He said they're the same.
He
said he hates them both the same. He doesn't like them both the same.
I like Graham better, Dee. There you go. I like Graham better today. So Dee, all right. So
Jack, let's do this. Let's bounce it back and forth, and Jax answer that question about Christian Heritage. So what are y'all strengths gonna be?
I'd say we have we can really shoot the ball. We play hard. I'd say we play together, and we have I'd say we're pretty deep this year, so we have multiple guys who can come in and affect.
Nice. Was that something that hurt y'all? You thought hurt y'all in the end last year? Was your depth?
Yeah, because we got in foul trouble, and I mean we got in foul trouble and we had to start going to guys who really didn't get much playing time. But I think we got some younger guys who are getting better, so that'll help for sure.
Nice.
I was impressed with obviously I didn't get on the court with you guys, but I was impressed with the big sophomore mean, he looks like and Coach Watkins said he's going to help you guys a ton. He felt like just big and athletic and, playing against some of the bigger people you guys play against. So
what's his name?
His name's Benji.
Yeah, Benji is he's a big dude. Like he's 6'5". So D, who do you think some of the best teams and I'm not even kidding right here. I'm being serious. Who do you think some of the best teams in the region are going to be, and who you guys playing? Some of the tougher non-conference games.
I feel like in the region, we're gonna be number one.
Who do you think's going to be number two?
Said it here first.
I'm gonna go with Walker.
You go what? Hey, how do you feel about the Southeast Tennessee Prep Hoops rankings that came out? Like where you guys?
Not good. They were not good.
So what do you feel? What like who do you think was ranked badly in that? Like what do you think that? Do you think it was biased at all?
No, I don't think it was biased. I think Baylor should have been number one
over Christian Heritage. You got Christian Heritage's Jax Abernathy right here. You're saying it in front of him, right?
This is motivation right here.
I thought
bulletin board material for Jax.
Yeah.
So all right, so explain yourself on how Baylor's better than Christian Heritage, D. You're the one who started this, so let's finish it.
I scrimmage Baylor every year. I don't scrimmage Christian Heritage every year, so I know what Baylor has. I don't know what Christian Heritage has.
So really, you don't know. You're just saying like you think Baylor's really good.
Yeah, they're not really good. They're all right.
I need to be nice to D because like people don't realize he's at my house all the time. So I'm treating him like I need to treat you like I don't even know you, D. I'm sorry because D is one of the best kids I've ever met in my whole life. He is such a great kid. Like he's so like just anyway. He's just the kind of guy you want your kids to hang out with. He's really a great kid. He really is. So anyways, so Jax. Awesome. So Jax, who signed with Trevecca, that's already done, right? And you had, so tell us a little bit about that, because I think 5-6 years ago you have offers from all kinds of mid majors, but you had an offer from VMI, from what I hear. I mean, you had some, so you turned down Division I. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty rare, to go to Trevecca. So maybe tell us a little bit about that decision if you can.
Thing about Trevecca, one of the more important things is, I had a good relationship with all the coaches that recruited me, but especially with their coaching staff. They really recruited me hard. I had a good relationship with the head coach, even the assistant coaches. And then, the only thing about VMI, really, the military part, I didn't really, that's nothing I've really been interested in. So, Trevecca, I'm excited for it. I love the coaches. I think it's a great opportunity, and I just I like the opportunity they're kind of like rebuilding because they haven't been too good past couple years, and I like the opportunity to like go in and make a difference and play early first couple years.
Tell you and Brett Wright are steals for them. And I texted Coach Carroll, who's a friend of mine, known him forever, and just said, I cannot believe you got those two kids. Those are steals. They really are. And I know he's incredibly excited. I think we're going to try to have him on the podcast at some point.
We need to have him on if he's recruiting this area like this.
He really, he came down here and got 2 of the best 5 players in the area, I'd say. That's impressive. It really is. And so D, so you are a 2024 yourself, and you're still open looking, and D's going to find a place to play in college, no doubt about it. He is really, really athletic, and so I think D, tell us some more stuff about Bradley Central basketball. What are your other strengths? Who give us some of the other better players on the team?
Tyrese Stovall. He's going to help us a lot this year to move Jackson to the sport, and Jackson can shoot a little bit more, and Tyrese can get down there and dunk on some people. Then we got DeMar.
Is Stovall? Is he the transfer from Webb? Bell Buckle?
Yeah.
Stovall is?
Yeah.
And then you got Romario. Man, Josh, they are going to be
loaded.
mean, they're going to be
loaded.
big. Golly.
They're loaded.
So you're a 6. I mean, you may not be listed at 6'4", but you are like lengthwise 6'4". So, and you're a big wing. And then how big's Romarion?
He's maybe an inch shorter than me.
Who's going to play point guard? What's your point guard situation? What we got for that?
I'm thinking Jarius Rogers, the football player, he's coming back, and Demarius and Caleb Martin. So that's making us even more deep and athletic.
So those guys are going to be the point guards. So how many of those? And Coach Carpenter said, I mean, you're not going to have those guys till after Thanksgiving, but a couple of them are going to play tomorrow night, I guess.
Tyrese is. The rest of them are.
That should be a really good game. So, well, Josh, what do you have for these guys?
Man, I hope you guys have great years. I'm really looking forward to watching both your teams play for real. And I haven't seen Jax. I haven't seen you in a little while, so I'm looking forward to seeing how much better you've gotten, because it seemed like every single time that we played, you got better every year. And I really
did y'all not play. Y'all didn't
play.
play. Y'all didn't play last year, Josh.
We played early though.
Oh,
like what was it, November?
Yeah.
Or was that the year before?
I don't think we played last year.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't play last year. We played 2 years ago.
Yeah, my freshman and sophomore year we played. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a nightmare trying to guard you. I think we used up 14 fouls one game, and I got a technical and all kind of stuff. Then I also got COVID down there. It was a trip and a half down there.
So DJ,
you were a freshman. Ace Bailey was a freshman.
Yep.
And I remember they gave Ace Bailey 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, Tommy. I kid you not. He had 3 fouls before he got his warm up off. I was like, man, I'm getting COVID for this.
That's
yeah.
So guys, I would tell you, and D, I know you're thinking about the next level, and that's, I understand that, but just enjoy being seniors and enjoy being on good teams, because y'all are both on really good teams, and enjoy that. You guys both get to play in some big games, big rivalry games, big crowds. Jax, you guys have maybe the best environment around. I love y'all's gym and arena, whatever. I mean, it's just a great place. And D, you get to play in those Cleveland Walker Valley games, which are huge and a lot of fun. And so just enjoy your senior year. That's what we told those guys last week. Everybody we have, enjoy it. So we appreciate you guys.
And help your teammates enjoy it too.
Yeah,
that's a really big deal. Yeah, D, I love that you're saying you guys are close as a team. I always see you guys' videos on Tyler puts on Facebook when people are walking in dancing and stuff. Jax, I know you guys are close too, and y'all got that kind of culture. Like as the most talented guys on your, arguably in your programs, you got a lot of pull over how good of a time everybody has. I mean, there can be accountability when there has to be, but there needs to be a lot of fun, man. It doesn't need, the pressure ain't that high. Like, let's go out there and do what we love to do and enjoy it.
Yeah, no doubt. And 100%. And D, again, you are as good a guy as there is out there. And Jax, keep being that pit bull, being that Grundy on that court. So keep doing that. So, guys, we appreciate you, and y'all go ahead and log off, and good luck to you, and we will see you next time. We'll keep up with you.
Thanks for coming on, dudes.
See you guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Yep, thank you.
Those are good guys right there, Josh. We've had,
yes,
as players, we've had 4 really good guys on here. Last week.
Pretty soon we get a couple other players on here. We're gonna have a pretty good team of players that have been on the podcast.
Yeah, we've already got 4 that would be. We don't have enough basketballs for. I mean, we need a point guard that doesn't need to shoot with the 4 we've had so far, right?
Well, they all like to win, so.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're gonna get Tucker Campbell on here in a week or two, so he can bring the perspective of a guy that's not the star of the team. So we'll get him on there. That'll be fun. So, well, Josh, what we got next week? We got the Thanksgiving tournaments, and Bradley Silverdale tomorrow night. That's huge.
Yes, Thanksgiving tournaments, and then we're gonna catch up with y'all probably after Thanksgiving.
So you're saying we're not
Thanksgiving.
So
we're not doing a Wednesday night Thanksgiving episode.
We're not doing
as
ones,
much as I want to
saying?
be on here at 7:00 on Wednesday. I'd rather be with my family on Thanksgiving.
Where are you going? What are your Thanksgiving plans?
I don't know yet. I make them up on the fly.
You guys going to DC up with the wife, or what are you doing?
We might go to DC in January. I don't know. Olivia wants
little
to
different,
come
not having
make a bunch of sandwiches and feed the homeless.
It's a little different not having a tournament though, right?
It is. It's strange. I got to be honest. This is like, it's keeping me interested in basketball. Like I enjoy this side of it. I enjoy being kind of like not serious about it and the fan and reminding everybody to keep it in perspective. And I like this better.
I tell you, every coach we've had on is a lot more stressed than we are.
Yeah. You know,
it's just like, I mean, it's so nice. I was like, it's so nice to this is fun. And we don't have to worry about, hey, did we get that under out of bounds play right? Did we know what they're going to do?
I haven't even put in a press break yet.
Oh man, what are we going to do if they run a 1-3-1? What are we going to do with that? What are we going to do?
What the worst is like with Jax when we played them, is like, what are we going to do with that guy?
Yeah, there's nothing to do with him. He is the greatest high school mismatch ever. I mean, because you can't.
He's one of the most prolific high school scorers I've ever seen. If people understood how good that kid is.
Yeah, one of the things I talk about in my clinics is body language, screaming confidence. What are our qualities of a warrior? And that dude, you would never know if he missed his last 5 shots or made his last 5. You would never know the difference just looking at his body language. Whereas most players, you can just walk in and know how they're playing.
I don't think you would know if his dog got hit by a car.
He's an assassin. He's just.
And the bigger the moment, the bigger he's going to be too. He wants that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we'll see you the week after Thanksgiving. We'll post. I do have the Tyler Watkins interview we can post next Wednesday.
Yeah,
and so we'll post that out there, and so we at least will have some content. But happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks live. So thank you 5 stars, right, Josh? Subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe,
thumbs up, Spotify, all the things. So, all right.
Okay.
We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.